Hello everyone, my name is Felicia and I'm currently here in Puerto Rico studying at the University of Puerto Rico, Rio Piedras for this semester. And for this week's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about a lot of different things. My family just came and visited me, which was super fun. I got to spend so much time with them. And then also I wanted to talk about some of my classes because I feel like I haven't really been mentioning a lot of what I've been doing in the classroom. And then also I just wanted to address the current situation going on with the coronavirus. I'm sure lots of you, no matter where you are, your school's getting closed or in the process of closing, or maybe you're going online. It's very similar here in Puerto Rico as well. We are not having school for the following week, but then we will go online the next week and then the school will assess what we should do from there on out. But just regardless of that, I just wanted to mention that how, going abroad, you never think about something like a pandemic happening, but it does. And I would just say that I think it's taught me that wherever you go, be prepared. Also, that there will be great things in Puerto Rico, like, getting to go to the beach and meet wonderful people. But then also things that, aren't so great, like a virus and just having to be cautious and safe. And honestly, to stay indoors for the next 2 weeks. This is just something really important to think about, that where you go, be mentally prepared. Anything could happen. And that doesn't mean that we should be afraid to go places, but that we should just always be prepared that something unexpected could occur. But moving on to a topic much more lighthearted, my family just came to visit me. They actually just flew out this morning and I got to stay in San Juan with them and it was absolutely wonderful. When I first came, they came here to Rio Piedras and we went to eat my favorite place here, a pizza place called Mona Lisa. You come to Rio Piedras, they have some of the best pizza I've had. And then when I went to San Juan with my family, we went to a restaurant called Casita Miramar and it was absolutely beautiful. They have this wonderful aesthetic where they had flowers on the wall. And Puerto Rico is super well known for this indigenous type of frog here. They call it the coqui. And basically whenever it croaks, instead of saying like the typical frog noise, it says coqui, coqui. And I kept hearing in the restaurant, I thought it was just like, like sound or something someone had on the speakers. But actually no, they had a real frog inside of the restaurant, the wall, which was different, but it was really cool. And I thought the restaurant was just beautiful. The food was amazing. And then also I had the opportunity to go on a tour of these two big castles they have in San Juan. One is called El Morro, the other one is called El Castillo de Cristobal, which is just the Christopher Columbus's castle. And both of these were like forts that the Spanish built when they came here to kind of guard the island and make sure no one else was coming. And whenever you go in them, you can see the view of the whole city of Old San Juan, and it is just beautiful. I definitely walked around Old San Juan, but I've never had the opportunity to look at it from this high point, and it was just breathtaking. But kind of segueing into my courses, 2 courses I've been able to take here that I've been really helpful in helping me learn the culture of Puerto Rico has been history of Puerto Rico and Puerto Rican literature. And I've been able to read a lot of stories about the indigenous people here called the Taínos, accounts that Spanish colonizers wrote when they came here. And I've just been able to learn the history of Puerto Rico. And going to the castle kind of, gave me this epiphany. But coming here to Puerto Rico, I've been so moved by how knowledgeable and transparent a lot of the people are about their culture and where they come from. My friends and I, we went to this open mic session somewhere where people were doing poetry, and one man gave a poem about what it means to be Puerto Rican and how Puerto Rican people are African, they are Spanish, they are Taino. And basically having taken these classes, having talking to so many people, being in that castle has kind of opened my eyes how the people here are just so proud of who they are, which the reason that I'm so moved by that is because their history, like the history of a lot of other groups, has a lot of difficult and dark parts. Like it is marked by slaves coming here, it is marked by the Spanish committing genocide against the Taino people, enslaving them as well, making them work. And that can be something kind of hard to be proud of, but I'm so moved by how the people here find such pride in where they come from. And if you come to Puerto Rico, There's a lot of things you see here that are representative of the indigenous Taino people. Their language, their culture is not lost. People here pay homage to them so much. And then even with the African slaves that came here as well, there's so much evidence of like the influence of Africa in their music and the way they dance. And even though the Spanish colonizers are known kind of for enslaving the people, there are still things that do pay homage to their historical impact on the island and giving Puerto Rico the name of Puerto Rico, which means rich port because of all the gold they found here. And that's just something I love to learn here. I never felt that I knew a lot about the history of Puerto Rico before coming, and I come here and speak to just people in class and just see how knowledgeable and how proud they are to just not only be Puerto Rican, but to be Taino, to be Black, to be Spanish is something that moves me. Coming from, you know, the continental US, where we're all a bunch of different races and myself being multiracial, it's probably one of the things I love most about the people here is their pride and their knowledge about who they are. So I think that's about all I have to say for this week. I pray that wherever you all are, that you're staying safe and healthy during this time. So I hope that you guys don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Whether you're watching Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or any other platform, please don't forget to follow along with my NSE adventure and the adventures of the other people making videos this semester as well. So until next week, I will see you all then. Bye.